Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Echoes of Mana video, and today there's only one unit this time. Thankfully for a lot of you guys who may just want him and no one else. So we're reviewing the memory gem as well as the unit himself. Alright, let's get into it. So, he's an axe user, so already he's kind of on the downturn in terms of usefulness. But let's see what he has to offer. Special technique, deals axe damage. He also has an ST gauge boost rate of 50%, which I don't think is really. It might be a buff in the game already, but it's pretty rare. I don't really think I've seen it very much. So basically, this just ends the cycle of it. Just helps itself out, and so yeah. Cutting Pine, just a typical damage move. Soul Survivor, typical. SA con buff and all that stuff. It's pretty typical. So you have to invest quite a bit, but at the very bottom here on special technique, water damage 12%. That's pretty good. Would like to be a little bit longer because he is an axe user, so he's pretty slow. This would have been really great if this was 20 seconds, even 30 seconds, because you probably would only be able to get like maybe one or two things in on this Larc support skill here. So we'll be looking at his in the battle, but let's look at the colliding convictions here, and normal attack for self, normal attack and mega spear magic damage 40%. Now that seems pretty high, but only for water ally. That's extremely restrictive. Cards, it's just not very good. The water ally thing is really restrictive. And normally you wouldn't really care, like, it's just not very good. I understand there's only so many memory gems you can think of. They're gonna start running out of ideas pretty soon. So I assume they're gonna keep doing these restrictive elemental types. I don't think this card's very good though. I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10 at best, because at least it has the mega spirit magic damage, so at least you could equip it to a water unit of some kind and deal a little bit more mega spirit magic damage, I suppose. It's not very good though. It's not worth chasing, definitely not worth chasing. And then let's look at Larc. Let's look at him in battle. Alright, let's see what he's got here. Let's turn off full auto first. So let's see the buff. Pretty standard, a little slow actually, but pretty standard otherwise. And it is Cutting Pine. I know it has a small AoE, but it's actually not that bad. At least it has several hits, right? So you can actually build him up. You can actually use him along with your other units to build up a small little bit of a hit count there. And then his special technique is kind of weird, where he hits. I don't know if it'll even. I don't know if that's theatrics that he goes forward like that, or actually he hits. Let's find out. Look at this guy. They're pretty far away. I think it actually does hit like 3 steps away. Like here's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I want. He's moving way too far ahead. I'm trying to show you like. He won't. If I click 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's like 3 steps ahead. That's pretty decent actually. He is an axe user. Axe users are already not very good. That's just my opinion, of course, so you can disagree if you'd like. I know this guy seems to be a very fan favorite amongst a lot of people, but I don't care about units being fan favorites. I care about them being useful and being optimal for your team. And just like most axe users, I feel like it's better in the hands of the AI, because you need to build up a huge amount of hit count to get more damage percentage for him to be able to deal more damage. So he's best in co-ops and like easier stuff, I guess. I don't. Axe users are just not very good. I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10 at best, because at least the special technique is pretty decent. It's basically saving him from being extremely mediocre. And of course he's water, so it's a little more unique than what we've been getting. But other than that, he just isn't very good. I'm not even going to do the half off this time. Not worth it. Axe, in my review, pretty much Axe users are going to be on the downturn almost immediately. I just don't think that they're very useful. I just don't think they're very useful, guys. I know eventually there might be an application for them in some way where you need a finisher of some kind. And if you don't know what a finisher means, like, say you had like 60 combo and you had a huge, I'm just saying as a hypothetical, I don't know if 60, I don't think 60 is that high. But just say, for example, 60 is very high, and you have a huge amount of percentage hit damage, bonus damage, whatever you want to call it, and then you can go in with your Larc and hit a huge amount of damage. That's the time. That's a finisher, basically, and that would be very, very needed if we need something that big of a damage. Then Axe users are going to be a lot better. But currently, we don't really need them. We really don't need that kind of damage. We can get by just fine with just hitting a bunch of stacking and doing a lot of damage. The game is not really that complicated yet. Maybe someday it will become complicated, and then I'll eat my words, and because Axe users are mandatory in every team. But until that time happens, yeah, he's getting like, what was that, like a 6? Yeah, he's getting a 6. Card's getting a 4. Easy pass on the banner. Save your crystals for the next banner. Who knows when that's going to be coming. It's probably pretty soon, considering how fast we've been going. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.